The camera is just not having it with me today. This whole thing is just fucking driving me nuts the last few days. I must have recorded probably 20 videos and deleted all of them. Whoa. So anyway, and last night, the video was a disaster. I don't even know why I put it up. I deleted it. We're gonna redo it right now. This is Love at First Swipe, episode 1. Dating apps. Oh yeah. Real loud clap right in your face. Get it together. I just want to do some quick tips. I mean, I did the video last night. It was horrible. You guys didn't catch on to it probably. I didn't like it. I deleted it. So here is the redo. So we all use like Tinder and Bumble and I mean all that kind of shit like that. And it could get discouraging and depressing when you just don't know how to use it the right way. And I figured I'll give you some tips on ways I have been and still pretty successful with women on the Bumble app. Now Tinder is I'm not a big fan of Tinder. The quality of the women just isn't there. It's more about like a DTF kind of thing, more or less. I mean, there are a decent amount of women there, but most of them are just there for their Instagram. You follow to their Instagram to there, and then they just have followers, and it's just kind of like a mess. So Bumble is where it's at. The thing about Bumble is it's ran and operated by women, so therefore it's very like women oriented. It's in favor of what they want automatically. Now this goes for even when you meet a girl in real life. Women, if they like you and their attraction level is high for you, they will do things to make it easy for you to ask them out. Whether it's give them your number, drop little hints, whatever it is. So on Bumble, they kind of do that too by two things right out of the gate. One, the girl has to message you first. So you can automatically assume, well, not even assume, this is just definitely what it is. If you get swiped on, you both swipe on each other, her attraction level is already above a 5 because she swiped on you. In order for a woman, you have to have a chance with any woman, her attraction level has to be above a 5. If it's not, you have no chance. You know what I mean? In real life, there's easy ways to figure that out by asking a girl's name and then not immediately giving you her name and waiting to see if she asks for yours. If she asks for your name back, that's a way to tell that she's got some kind of attraction level to you. Maybe not enough to, take her out and stuff like that, but there's something there where she's got a mild interest. So on Bumble, when she swipes on you, bang. Now they also did away with shirtless pictures, so you can't have a shirtless picture on Bumble if you're a man. Women don't want to see that. It's just the quality of women on Bumble is way better. All right, and most of them are very sophisticated, highly educated, and smart women that they don't want to see that. And a lot of times it just boils down to just the convenience of swiping and meeting someone you could potentially go out with. I mean, you used to have to worry about being at a certain place. Now you could be taking a shit in the toilet and find your love. Your love of your life, taking a shit and a swipe. You know what I mean? So it just goes together. I don't know. Swipe it first, or love it first swipe. So, anyway, so do away with that because they don't want to see that. So let me just get out of the way real quick. So when you're taking your portfolio pictures, no selfies. Maybe if you're going to do a selfie, it's okay, but make sure it's like somewhere, like maybe you're just like at a party, maybe there's people in the background, not with other people, definitely not girls in the picture, not with, chugging beers or nothing like that. Maybe just a mixed drink in your hand, low, so you can see your chest up, chin up, stuff like that. But no, selfie with your dirty laundry in the background and stuff like that. Like, you got to make sure outdoors is the best. You can't go wrong with an outdoor selfie. But I recommend, if you don't know how to not take a selfie, just to record a video, put your phone somewhere record a video, do some different poses, walk around in the video so the camera can see you, and then watch that video and see if you can find a good screenshot. Take a screenshot, and it just looks like somebody took a picture of you. I mean, it's as simple as that. I do it all the time, and it really looks like a professional photographer took a picture of me when I just, like this, like how I'm doing right now, and maybe I'll just like do something like this. It just kind of look like a pose, you know what I mean? And maybe I'll screenshot that for the damn thumbnail. So that's what I mean by that. So there's ways, dress nice, fitted clothes, you know, that's what attract women, a quality female. So, you know, ugly cargo shorts, baggy pants, saggy pants, sideways hats, and boxer briefs with your chest and your gym selfies and all that, that's just not gonna fly on that site. I'm sorry, it's just not. You can argue with me all day. This is what works for me, and it has worked. I can show you anybody my track record on the Bumble, and you'll see some of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your life on my top thing. Now, not all of them conversate with me, but at least they swiped on me, which means they're above a 5. Now, getting to that means, okay, if she swipes on you, that's one thing. She has to message you. If she messages you, that doesn't mean her attraction level went up. Alright? There's ways you could tell for that in a second. So, what you're going to do is when she writes that initial message, that means she's just trying to get her time limit out of the expiration, which is the 24-hour time limit. Alright? So, when she does that and then doesn't write you, and you write her back, wait about 15-20 minutes, don't write back immediately after any message, because the last thing you want is for that girl to think that you're just staring at your phone waiting for her to message you. It's weird, there's no confidence involved there, and they can see right through it. Alright? When it comes to this kind of thing, women are a lot smarter, they think a lot different, and they do think like that. I know that you're going to stare at your phone and wait for her to message. They don't do that shit. They put their phone down and go somewhere. They're like cats, you know what I mean? They come and go as they please, and that's what you got to understand. So when she writes you back, alright, you don't respond. When she writes that initial message for about, I wait an hour. You know what I mean? And I say, oh, hey, sorry I took so long. I'm really busy at work, but I definitely am interested in getting to know you. Boom! Okay? So, now if she responds back immediately or within 15 minutes of that message that you sent, okay? Then you can definitely assume that her attraction level is a 8 or a 9 for you. Okay? There's no other guys in the way. She wants to talk to you, and boom. So now you're still not going to write that message back. You're still going to do a 15-20 minute wait at the least. All right? Now once you do message her, then you engage in conversation and try to get her number as absolutely soon as possible. All right? And once you do get her number, try to set a date. Because you don't want to you definitely don't want to sit there and tell your whole life story to her. Some things that you want to avoid her saying is, you're beautiful, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. First type of compliments you could say are, wow, I really like your shoes, or hey, what kind of watch do you have? Hey, I noticed you're at this place, or whatever. Try to find specific things. If you are going to compliment on specific things like her hair or her dress or something like that. Don't ever say she's beautiful, especially if she's beautiful. She's tired of hearing it. She's heard it a million times before. Every guy on Bumble tells her that probably. You got to be that guy that's a little bit different. Women want to solve. They want to figure you out. They don't want you to tell them what you think. I mean, yeah, they want to know that, but you got to make it in a way that's mysterious. You know what I mean? So telling a girl that she's beautiful right out of the gate, it's kind of, I know it sounds counterintuitive because it's like, you see it in movies all the time, and, you know, chasing the girl around, and, you know, and she's going to magically fall in love. That's just not how it works in the real world, guys. It just doesn't. It does the reverse effect, and it's stalker kind of behavior. Chasing a girl will get you nowhere. Believe me, I've done it. I made so many mistakes, and I've lost a lot of people, the girls that I cared about, because I chased them right out of my life. So getting to the point of the whole message thing in that context is it's like a lot of guys will talk themselves right out of a girl liking them without even knowing it. Meaning, if she's constantly, and the girls will do this because they're testing to see if you're a man or not. They're you Women are gonna constantly test you if you meet a girl, she's gonna test you from the day you meet until the day that you freaking die. Everything they do is a test for you. Everything. It's just, and you gotta you gotta do it in a way where you're smooth and calm and relaxed and confident and alpha male about it. When a girl's asking me questions about who I am and what I do and stuff like that, I just simply respond, hey, look, I would really love to get to know more about you. You want to put it on them, like, hey, what do you do? Never mind me. Talk about you. Women love to talk about themselves. So if you're there bragging about yourself and your job, even though they asked you, that doesn't mean you tell them. You got to keep it mysterious. So maybe say, hey, yeah, I have a really great job at, a beverage company. I really love it, but hey, what do you do? Like, just try to flip it as fast as you can. You know what I mean? And then also say, I would really just love, I'm just not the type of guy that loves to text. I'm more of a in person. I don't want to, I'd rather meet you in person, because what that'll do is, when you tell a girl too much about who you are and whatever, she's already figured it out. Then it takes the mystery out of it. She's already read the book before she opened it. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's no point for her to go out with you now because she already knows. And then she's judging you. And also, stay away from Instagram. When they ask for, hey, do you have an Instagram? No. I do, but I don't like to give it out. I said this to a girl before. Like, I didn't want to give my Instagram out because I didn't want to be judged off photos before she ever met me. And they do that. They will do that. They'll follow your Instagram. You'll follow theirs. And a week will go by or 2 weeks will go by and they'll unfollow you and you'll never hear from them again. And it's just like, because they think that they're understanding your life and who you are through a bunch of pictures. So the best thing you can do is just to keep it simple, get a date immediately, meet out with this woman, and then you can start with the Instagrams and Facebooks and all that other crap. I'm telling you guys, this stuff works. So as far as girls with their Instagrams on there, most girls that from what I've seen that put their Instagram, like, you can put your Instagram on Bumble, but you can't connect it through it like Tinder. So on Tinder, when you hit a girl's Instagram at the bottom, you can actually go to their Instagram page through the app of Tinder. On Bumble, you can't do that. So a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll put their Instagram name and they'll put, I'm probably just not going to message you. Here's my Instagram. That usually just means they have no interest in dating. They have no interest in anything but getting followers on Instagram. And a quick way to tell is that if you want to check, I usually just don't even bother with those girls. I usually just whatever. But if you do want to check, if it's somebody you matched with and you're really attracted to her, you can go ahead and check. But what you're gonna look for is that ratio. So if she has like 4,000 followers and then follows like 200 people, you can know that that's what it is. She just doesn't care about that. More than likely, she has a boyfriend. So it's just it should. I know it's a shitty thing for Bumble. They need to kind of put an end to that. But there's really nothing they could do about it, I guess. But except for stop with the Instagram things. I don't know. You can always put your Instagram and Snapchat name. Now, I have met a few girls who put their Snapchat and, you can snap them or whatever because they just don't get on their phones. They're busy, whatever. I don't know. They're their excuse. So anyway, when you do try to make a date for, like, the last girl that I am talking to, she wanted me to go out with her and her friends and stuff. And I was like, that's the worst thing you can do because you're trying to interact with her. So if there's other friends around or other people that are distracting you from getting to know her, then it's kind of just gonna. It's not a good thing. It's never gonna really work because it's hard for you to get to know her when there's all these other people in the way and interacting with each other and stuff. That's like a second, not even. I think it's like a third or fourth date kind of deal where you want to start meeting her friends and stuff like that because they're going to be like whispering to her about you and stuff, and they do it, you know what I mean? It's just, and especially if there's guys involved, just forget about it. They're just going to be all over you trying to make you look like an asshole, and if you are brave enough to do that, you got to stand straight alpha, be the man in the fucking room, and make sure that you're the best dressed guy out of everybody, and that will blow her mind. But I don't recommend that. It's just a lot easier just to get to know her one-on-one. Stay away from coffee shop meetings, lunch meetings, and stuff like that. You want to go out for nighttime dinner and a drink, and maybe end up back at your place and have a fun-filled opportunity for sex to happen. That's what you're definitely trying to do. That's the point. You know, the whole point of it all of it is for sex to happen. I mean, that's the initial goal. It's not the only goal, but it's, yeah, I don't need to explain that to you. So as far as the bio goes at the bottom, there are some things you could do to make that more intriguing. I don't put anything. All right. So if you look on my Instagram, the picture I have on my Bumble for my first picture is my Instagram picture. It's a black and white picture. I'm standing by a bridge. It's not a selfie. It's a recorded video snapshot. And I'm at a bridge. I'm off looking offset, and the trees in the background. It's outdoors, so that gives it an outdoor. Wow, he likes to be outside. It's, you know what I mean? Oh, wow, he dresses really nice. I'm wearing Chuck Taylors, a pair of Levi's skinny jeans, 501s or 502s. I forget what they are. And a nice hemlay. And it's all fitted, nice watch, bracelet, and I have a little notebook in my hand. I'm just kind of like writing, like, you know, they can just imagine what I'm writing down in that book, and their heads are probably going crazy. Oh my God, I wonder what he's writing about. You know what I mean? This is what girls pick on. They think, oh, he's outside. Oh, he's definitely like outdoors. Oh, he wears Chuck Taylors. Who doesn't like Chuck Taylors? A solid choice. Got him on right now, even though I'm not going to flip my leg up because I'll probably knee myself in the face. But, so I don't put things in a bio. So I used to put things in a bio. I tried a few different things. I've just had so much more success without anything in the bio, leaving that mystery man kind of deal. And that has brought some really beautiful women my way that are just very intrigued on who I am. They want to know. They want to try to figure me out. And it's worked. It really has worked. If you put in there, I'm this, I'm that. I'm the CEO of Dollar Tree. I have a Ferrari, and that just makes you look like a total douche. If you're wearing a shirt like this in a picture, you're on a beach and you're like, doing some kind of, shit like that, you just look like a sausage. They see right through that. They don't want nothing to do with it. So, you got to kind of, nice pictures, nice clothes. You guys got them. If you're not, you're going to have to play dress up. If that's what you got to do, that's what you do. I mean, I do it. I don't give a shit. I mean, I get dressed up. I'll go to a park or something. I'll fucking record a video, take a couple screenshots. Boom. Go right to Bumble. Upload it. And guess what? I've already met probably, I have a specific female I'm talking to right now that I really like. But, well, I don't know if I like, but we're interested in each other. So it's on that level. But I do have more, too, in case. Because you always got to leave your options open. Just because you have one doesn't mean you just get rid of all of them. You got to constantly keep in contact with all of them. As far as when you get their numbers, you just got to make that date as soon as you possibly can. Don't stay away from full conversations for hours on a text message. You're gonna end up telling everything about her. There's gonna be no reason for her to go out with you. So make a date. Check in with her here and there every few days. If the date's a week away or whatever it is, say, how are you doing? How you doing? Just checking on you, seeing. Don't ask if you're still on. You don't ever want to ask that question. Let them ask that question if they do it. But your confidence has to remain that she is always going to want you, and she's making a mistake if not. So by you asking her, "Are we still on?" she's going to see that you're not a very confident man. You're not alpha man. So don't ever ask. Just go with the flow and fulfill your purpose and do that every day, and you'll be fine. And another thing too is if they deny you, like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I'm kind of going out with friends. Just say, great, hey, maybe another time. Have fun. That's all. You don't have to say, well, what about next weekend? Because what you're doing is you're sounding desperate when you do that. So you make her that mystery, like, oh, okay, well, wow, he doesn't even care. He's just like, okay, well, maybe some other time. What does that mean? What does that mean, some other time? Does he have another girl? Oh my God! And they fucking go ballistic. Believe me, they do. So I figured all this shit out. Believe me, Like, this has been, like, guys, I have sacrificed my heart and my heartstrings for you guys. My heartstrings have been pulled in the last 3 months testing these waters for you guys. All right? No, seriously. I have been on this damn app since December, and just now, just what I've tried it all. I've tried shirtless gym selfies before they got rid of that feature. You can't do it. You upload it, they upload it immediately. All right? I tried bios of, love to lift weights, this and that. And, it just doesn't work. Nothing. Simple. Boom. Mystery. James Bond. Alpha male. Where was I? Okay, the bio. So, if you are going to put things in a bio, put things specific about the kind of girl that you're looking for. So, I just want somebody who's well-educated, smart, and funny, loves to go out and have a good time. Maybe we could go hiking, look at the stars, stare at the beautiful sunset. Something like that. Very poetic, kind of cheesy in a way, but girls like that shit, dude. Especially if you write that kind of shit and you look like a straight fucking alpha male in the picture where you're like chest up and you're just, arms to your side and just kind of looking on the offset, just with your chin up with a little smirk on your face, just like you always know, you're always happy, you got a mystery to you. That's what you want. And that is what's going to leave them thinking, what is this guy, Shakespeare? But James Bond? A James Bond Shakespeare? Oh my God! Another thing you could put in the bio is just something just totally crazy. Now, this has worked, but for a lot of women, I just don't have any interest in. It has worked and brought women my way, but just not any that are on the level that they're on now, believe me. So a lot of women that I'm not attracted to, it brought matches to. So what I usually do is I'll just swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe and swipe because it tells you somebody swiped on you. You just don't know who until you swipe and swipe and swipe and match. So sometimes you just get lucky, sometimes you don't. That's basically the way I do it. But, usually I just let the matches come and I go from there. If it's a beautiful bombshell, you can use the extended thing. But use that very wisely and make sure it's a girl that you're just absolutely like, wow, she's so gorgeous. When you use that, that immediately tells them you're interested. All right, and it moves you to the front of the line. And other thing you can put in a bio, what I was getting to, is like something like, why does everybody have hobbies? I hate hobbies. One time I was in Spain and I wanted to take a salsa lessons, but nobody in their class spoke English. So if you know English and you know the salsa, please let me know. And please no stalkers or something like that. Just totally just crazy shit that just means nothing to anything. Make sure you add beautiful sunsets in there and clear ocean waters and stuff like that. I like to restrain from putting my hobbies in there. Oh, I love to fish. I love to lift weights. Oh, I'm into cars and I'm into this. Then there's no reason for them to talk to you. They're like, oh, well, he's into all this stupid shit that I don't even like. Next. Even if they are super attracted to you, okay, and you have all those things in your profile, it won't matter in real life. Girls, when they see it and they read it, fishing, but when they actually like think about it and they're with you and they're in love with you, yeah, we could go fishing. It's different. So just stay away from that shit. Just don't put anything. Let them gain it. Let them bring the question, but not too much question. You want to gotta keep that mystery. I'm telling you, the mystery is what brings them. It's not who you are or what you're doing or what you look like. It's the mystery of you. That's what attracts girls. Mystery. I figured it out. Now, if she writes that initial message, you write the initial message half hour later, like I said, or an hour, and then she writes you one back within the 15 minutes, her attraction level is above an 8. Easy. All right. Now, if you guys are totally engaging in conversation, you got to hit her with the number. Don't waste time on the Bumble. Now, the last one, because the more you waste time on that Bumble, the more time she's going to spend still swiping and building competition, and other guys are getting matched, and she potentially might find somebody else who she likes more. So you want to get her off that freaking app as fast as possible if you're engaging in full conversation and is someone you like. So I think that is it. I think that's enough tips for the Bumble app. What do you guys think? I know this video is probably not for everyone. Is what it is. I know I got at least and now this applies to women as well, because you're looking at what I'm saying right now and you're like, okay, this is what they're up to. So, with women, you girl, I don't need to tell you nothing. You guys already know it. You are in control of everything on Bumble, so it really doesn't matter. But I know there's a fair amount of you who are single. Everybody uses that app who's single. I don't care who you are. There's nobody who's not single, who doesn't have or tried it. So I think it's a great thing because it is very convenient. It is hard to meet women these days. It's hard it's just hard to meet somebody because everybody's busy. Everybody's got somewhere to go. It's if you're a busy guy like me, you're working 60 pluses a week, YouTube, going to the gym. You don't meet girls at the gym. I know it's a fantasy, and you'd love to meet a fit girl and stuff, but like they're not here for that, so you can't really do it. I have done it before, and I have a video on why you shouldn't do it, because when it doesn't work out, you got to still come to the gym, and they're still there, and it's very awkward. So it's like one of those things where you just kind of just better off just go to the gym to do what you're supposed to be there to do, because that's going to piss them off even more. They might try to stalk you out there, or look for you on Instagram if they like you or something like that. I mean, you never know. So that, I think, is just about it. I think I covered everything. I don't think I missed anything this time. I know in the other video I've missed a few specific points I wanted to get to. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your weekend, and happy swiping. See ya.